When the pain grows, anything goes. Devil is a lie, looking for the prize. That's eternal life. And bringing the things in my mind. Talking real peace of mind. That's something money can't buy.
What's up, YouTube fam? It's your boy KingMarcell, and I'm back with another video. It looks like the Dr. Disrespect situation has gotten much worse. It's not funny. It's really not funny. But it's just, these things need to happen. Oh shit. These things really need to happen. A lot of stuff has been being swept under the rug, and you know what I'm saying, has no choice but to come to the light. You know what I'm saying? We all be wondering like what our favorite streamers and stuff be doing in their private time, and we finding out that a lot of them are doing a lot of creepy shit, man. A lot of creepy shit is going on in this industry, whether it's from just coming up and making millions on YouTube, or being a movie star, or being a rapper. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these people run in the same circles. Make sure you guys like this video and hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so that you're notified whenever I do drop a video. We on the road to 100 subscribers, so make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. But without further ado, let's check this out.
Wow, what a crazy day this has been. So I'm sure pretty much all of you that clicked on this video already know about what's happened with the Dr. Disrespect situation.
Yep.
To catch you up to speed with the briefest previously on Dragon Ball Z recap, Dr. Disrespect was the face of Twitch. In 2020, he was mysteriously banned from the platform, and not a peep had ever been uttered about why. This was a secret more guarded than the Krabby Patty formula. I really thought we'd never know the reason that Dr. Disrespect was banned. I thought that'd be taken to the grave. I thought we'd crack faster than light travel before we ever learned what the reason behind it was. But then from out of nowhere, on just an average quiet Friday night, a former Twitch employee dropped a bombshell allegation claiming that Dr. Disrespect was banned due to sexting a minor through the Twitch Whisper service. Now, there was never any screenshots or evidence provided to support that claim. However, some other parties came forward saying that they had all heard a similar reason behind the ban. Dr. Disrespect then made a response to that statement, which was less than satisfactory for most people with a functioning frontal lobe, because he talked very vaguely about it and didn't actually outright deny the claim at all. So then he made a follow-up statement which aimed to provide a little more clarity, but it was still pretty vague, and both of these seemed to have like a lot of legalese talk to him to try, like, kind of tiptoe around the topic itself. So both of his responses, like the tweets, weren't received overly well. It was like he just kept stepping on a rake like in a cartoon and hitting himself in the face. He wasn't doing himself favors with his statements. But then the credibility of the source of behind this allegation started to be called into question, because people did digging through their Twitter and found out they'd actually been dangling this carrot in front of their audience about they know the reason Dr. Disrespect's been banned, and if you buy tickets to their concert, they might reveal it. So then people started to question that. And then today, Dr. Disrespect released another statement where he admitted to the claim of talking to a minor through Twitch Whispers inappropriately. However, he denies that there was any real intent behind the messages, which is a crazy thing to say. Like, if any of you have watched To Catch a Predator, you'll recognize that tactic, that little maneuver right there, because that's something that was pretty frequent on that show. When a predator went down and talked with Chris Hansen, a lot of them said that same thing pretty much. Like, oh, no, I didn't mean any of that. I was actually just teaching them a lesson about talking to strangers and the dangers. There's never any real intent behind the things that were said. Like, that's a very weird thing to try and say. So let's just go through a statement first, though. The Twitch ban. Hello, I'd like to make a statement. Let's cut the bullshit. As you know, there's no filter with me. I've always been upfront and real with you guys on anything that I can be upfront about, and I'm always willing to accept responsibility, which is why I'm here now. First and foremost, I do want to apologize to everyone in my community, as well as those close to me, my team, and everyone at Midnight Society Game Studio. For those that don't know, I forgot to mention this in my, like, lore exposition on this.
Like, what the fuck?
His company that he founded, Midnight Society Game Studio, which had been working on a game with him for a long time, announced yesterday that they were going to be terminating him after they conducted an investigation, and after they assumed his innocence, found something through their investigation that made them uncomfortable keeping him around, so they let him go. So that's why he's mentioning them here. A lot of people have been left in the dark about what happened yesterday with Midnight Society and I, and we made the painful decision collectively to have me step down. Our team is full of incredibly talented and good people that have high career ambitions and families. I'd never want to jeopardize the culture we have carefully crafted. Now, before getting into the rest of this, I do want to mention Midnight Society themselves said that he was terminated. Here he's saying that he stepped down like it was a mutual decision. Right. I don't know if this is like a you can't fire me, I quit type of situation. Right. You know, turn in the badge and the gun and go your separate way as a lone wolf, or what? Like, there's just a bit of a discrepancy whether he was terminated by Midnight Society or if he himself and them left on good terms where he agreed to step down. Ultimately, the point is he's no longer associated with that studio anymore after they conducted their own investigation into the subject. Everyone has been wanting to know why I was banned from Twitch, but for reasons outside of my control, I was not allowed to say anything for the last several years. Now that 2 former Twitch employees have publicly disclosed the accusations, I can now tell you my side of the story regarding the ban. Were there Twitch whisper messages with an individual minor back in 2017? The answer is yes. Were there real intentions behind these messages? The answer is absolutely not. These were casual, mutual conversations that sometimes leaned too much in the direction of being inappropriate, but nothing more. Nothing illegal happened, no pictures were shared, no crimes were committed, I never even met the individual. I went through a lengthy arbitration regarding a civil dispute with Twitch, and that case was resolved by a settlement. Let me be clear, it was not a criminal case against me, and no criminal charges have ever been brought against me. Now, the doc actually edited this statement twice. So initially, he posted it with the word minor in it, saying, were there messages with an individual minor? The answer is yes. But then shortly after he published it, he edited the word minor out of it. Wow. So he removed that. He redacted it like a fucking CIA document, trying to bury it, just snapping it out of existence. So then it read, were there messages with an individual? The answer is yes. But people were quick to notice the edit. And you can actually check edit history on Twitter, which I didn't know you can do. Damn. But you could clearly see that the original no longer matched the current one because he took the word minor out. Wow. So when people caught him red-handed, he just edited it one more time to put the word minor back into it. Now, like, there is
pick what you gonna do, bro. Are you gonna lie or you not? Are you gonna try to hide it or you gonna be truthful, nigga? Like, what nigga is over with regardless? You did the shit. You tried to hide it over these last couple years, and now it caught up to you. You thought it was never gonna catch up to you, but it caught up to you, guy.
Like, a lot to say about just that small chunk right there, but I'm going to finish reading the statement first before we really dive into the weeds of it. Now, from a moral standpoint, I'll absolutely take responsibility. Damn. I should have never entertained these conversations to begin with. That's on me. That's on me as an adult, a husband, and a father. It should have never happened. I get it. I'm not perfect, and I'll fucking own my shit. This was stupid. Now, with all this said, don't get it mistaken. I've seen all the remarks and labels being thrown around so loosely. Social media is a destruction zone. I'm no predator or pedophile. Are you kidding me? Anyone that truly knows me knows where I stand on these things with those type of people. Fuck that. That's a different level of disgust that I hate even hearing about. Don't be labeling me as the worst of the worst with your exaggerations. Get the fuck out of here with that. But I think I've said what I needed to say regarding the ban itself. That's it. That's why Twitch made the decision in 2020. To my team, community, industry friends that have supported me, I apologize. I wish I could have said all this sooner. You guys have always shown me and my family love and support throughout all these years. We love you guys like you can't imagine. I have the best community and circle. If any of this has made you uncomfortable, I get it. You don't have to support me anymore, but just know you have always been greatly appreciated. Trust me when I say this. To all my haters that live and breathe social media with zero real-life experience, I don't give a fuck about you. Finally, if you're uncomfortable with this entire statement and think I'm a piece of shit, that's fine. I'm not going anywhere. Actual Wolf of Wall Street energy. I'm not fucking leaving. And I'm not the same guy that made this statement all those years ago. I'm taking an extended vacation with my family as mentioned on stream, and I'm coming back with a heavy weight off my shoulders. They want me to disappear. Yeah, fucking right. He tries to close this statement with a really hard, cheesy 80s action movie one-liner. They want me to disappear. Yeah, fucking right. Like, granny shifting, not double clutching like you should. You're lucky you didn't blow the welds off the intake. I'm not leaving. It's really kind of goofy, ridiculous to put that there with accusations like this. Literally. These are super serious. Like, this isn't something people take lightly at all. In his own statement, he has openly admitted to messaging a minor and had conversations that were inappropriate, very questionable, or as he said, leaned into being inappropriate. Now, what's not clear and what a lot of people are coping with is that maybe Dr. Disrespect didn't know the age of the person he was communicating with.
And maybe that
but I truly feel if that was the case, Dr.
He wouldn't have been
Disrespect would have
banned.
mentioned that, saying
Literally.
that he had those communications with this
And didn't know
person
the age,
that he
but he
believed
knew.
was of age but
He
turned out
knew.
to be a minor. I think if that was the reality of that situation, if he truly communicated with someone that he thought was of age but turned out to be a minor, I think he would have mentioned that in this statement, but he
There's
didn't.
the fact he trying to say that he didn't commit a crime, but you was about to. You was trying to meet up with them. If Twitch didn't say shit to you, you would have went through with it. Like, what we talking about, my guy? Like you said in the messages to her that you was trying to meet up with her at the Comic-Con shit or whatever con y'all was going to. If they didn't stop you and say something to you and ban you, you would have done it. Like, what we talking about, my guy?
Say that he was under the impression he was communicating with an adult. He just says that he had conversations with an individual minor.
Literally.
He doesn't say anything like, oh, they were actually one day away from being 18, or I really thought they were, in their 20s, or anything like that. And I think if that was what happened, it would have been mentioned here. I really do. But there's no mention of that. So it's hard to give that benefit of the doubt that he didn't know, because I think he would have mentioned if that was the case. I also think it's pretty telling that some of the closest people to Dr. Disrespect are coming forward saying how unacceptable it was and distancing themselves from him, because if he didn't know that he was communicating with a minor, he probably would have told them at the very least, but they're not saying that either. So here's Robert Bowling, one of his business partners here, saying, if you inappropriately message a minor, I cannot work with you, period. I promise to only act.
Something's happening
Period.
in
He got
Indy.
that tie instantly, bro.
You know that
You
feeling when
tweaking.
spring blooms
You
beckon us.
bugging. You finna go somewhere away from me. You tell me you ain't going nowhere fucking right, but you finna be away from
Act
this
on
nigga.
facts, and I did. So I just really don't think there's a whole lot of wiggle room about Doc not knowing that he was
Exactly.
communicating with a minor. Like, I feel like there's been plenty of opportunities now for that information to have come out from somewhere, but nobody is saying that other than people theorizing and hoping that maybe that's the case. But Doc himself has never said that that was a possibility. He'd never even hinted that he didn't know the person's age.
put
The
minor
people
in
closest
the
to him
statement.
aren't saying that either.
Took it out and
So I
then put it back
really
in.
think
Nah,
that
he
it's
knew.
likely that he did know that. And he still had these conversations that leaned to being inappropriate with someone he knew to be a minor, which
Yeah.
is fucking disgusting. Now,
Which
there
is
are
fucking
people
wild.
still defending this, saying, well, he didn't go to jail for it, so what's the big deal? Can't wait for the next stream, Doc. Firm
Wow.
handshakes. Like, there's people that are just dismissing this as not a
There's
big deal.
wild ass
Which
people
is
out here now,
insanity.
man.
I
Yeah.
think that is pure lunacy. I can't fucking believe some of what I'm reading here from people that are just writing this off as not a big deal because it's a streamer they like. An adult communicating inappropriately with a minor is bad. Full stop.
Very.
It's
Like, the fact that this
inexcusable.
has to be
No
said
matter
is
how you spin
wild.
it, that is a horrible thing. Now, he may not have met up with the minor in question. However,
But he was
was
about to
that
try
his
to.
decision? Was he the one that decided not to meet up with him? Because with the information that's been come out, now, again, keep in mind, we don't have access to the chat log, like the conversations that took place, but from all the sources that have come out from, like, Bloomberg and all of that, it sounds like the conversation they had did talk about meeting up at TwitchCon. So, that right there shows pretty real intent to
Literally,
meet up
thank
with this
you.
person.
Thank
And who knows,
you.
maybe it was the minor that ultimately got uncomfortable with this whole thing and
And
called
was
it
it a
off.
boy?
Not the doc. We don't know for sure.
What
The only
the
thing we do know for
fuck?
sure with what the doc just confirmed is that he was talking inappropriately with a minor, which is a terrible, terrible thing. And even his closest friends are saying they can't defend it. It's inexcusable. And they're right. It is inexcusable.
Literally.
But there are still people trying to defend it, as pathetic as that is. And Dr. Disrespect claims that he's going to come back at some point. And I have no doubt when he does, he's still going to have a massive audience. I can already tell, based on the amount of people jumping through hoops, trying to find ways of justifying this and spinning it in ways where he doesn't look
That shit
evil.
wild.
Which is
'Cause it's like the
impossible.
same shit with Drake. It's like, do y'all? No, I'm just realizing there's people who on one side and it's people who on another side. That's just what it is. And this ain't to cause differences. This ain't to cause strife. But man, this just damn near been the reality of the situation, and damn near genuine people just haven't noticed that. But it's like, it's the ass out here to this shit, and it's the actual evil out here. That's man. To the point they got people so brainwashed that they would still support this. He was still listening to Drake. Still watching Nickelodeon. Got the kids watching Nickelodeon. Disney Channel. Well, even though all of this stuff is going on, over 500 people got arrested in a sting to do with human trafficking at Disney World. They still open. It's like, what is it gonna take, man?
But they're doing their best. So I know when he comes back, he will probably have tons of viewers and tons of donations out the fucking wazoo, saying things like, keep your head up, Doc. Don't let cancel culture get you down.
Wow.
It's just a fucking cancel culture mob that came after you. You're a victim of that mob. That's it. Which is just so unhinged. Yeah. He has openly admitted, in his own words, to inappropriately talking to a minor. It's just craziness. So that's the update to this whole Dr. Disrespect ban situation. That's really about it. So yeah.
Man, that is some reckless, goofy ass shit. It's like I just would never begin to understand. I know, because it's this cultic activity that I'm telling y'all is going on. It's a lot of weird ass shit going on, and they just trying to make themselves not have to hide no more. They want to be on the open with the shit, and it's like, if good people don't stand up and stop a lot of this shit that's going on, they just gonna keep pushing boundary after boundary after boundary after boundary after boundary, man. It's getting crazy out here, but that don't mean y'all gotta get crazy with it, like for real. But if you guys like this video, make sure you hit that like button and hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so that you're notified whenever I do drop a video here. We on the road to 100 subscribers, so make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. But that's gonna be it for me. KingMarcell out. Peace.
When the pain grows, anything goes. Devil is a lie, looking for the prize. That's eternal life, and bringing the things in my mind. Talking real peace of mind. That's something money.